Welcome back, JSRFMP. Wow, I was just about to ask, do we have the same stats as Gum? We do. It's a strange idea, but okay. Well, I feel like we should do something other than free play, but at the same time, like, doesn't it make the most sense to do free mode with this guy? Maybe I'll just do a little bit of messing around in... I think the only place left actually is 99th Street. I think I'll do a little bit of messing around in 99th Street. I want to actually complete everything here. But, like, we should be this guy in his natural environment, right? Although I want to see his victory dance, too. But I want to blend in. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say hello. Whose dance is that again? Darn it, who does that dance? This... Give me a second. I knew who does this dance. I know who does this dance. It is Rith, isn't it? I think so. No, I'm not sure. It's not Boogie. I don't think Rapid 99 does that dance. This is embarrassing me. It's a female character, of course. I love how it just sounds painful for this guy to move around. Jeez. He's just making like yells of pain and terror as he runs around, as he skates around. I am one of you. Please do not fear me. Hello, fellow pedestrian. This is beautiful. I feel like I should go into... I feel like I should go into... I don't know what tricks that they have. Go into flag or something like that, just to quickly see what his victory dance is. Let's do that real quick. It's not free mode. That's weird. Huh. No more one flag. I don't think there are any new areas there. Oh, you can actually go to Front Residential now. That's probably this guy's home base. Map section full map. Section 1, section 2. That is interesting. I like that. That is cool. I mean, the second level of this place has so many orange hat or orange suit guys. It didn't even say like ready to start or ready to go. Yeah, the idea of this guy to me is just someone who's in constant pain and terror, skating around. I hoped I would. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I hoped I would get blown across the map or something. Damage booster, let's get up there. The cool way. Gotta align ourselves. It's the one problem with this game's tank controls that's never gonna get solved if we always have these controls. Doesn't really work. Not being able to turn around. Like if I want to be like a meter to my right of where I am right now, there's no good way to do that. It's real painful. When you're actually moving, it feels perfectly natural having the controls that we have now. But for fine movement, it's terrible. Interesting. One little thing I want to see. Idea that just not occurred to me. I have a feeling we're not going to see much of anything here. But as an idea. It's messing with my head. I'm used to hearing these sounds when I'm running into people. I'm not running into anyone. Me touching the ground, I got messed that up. I imagine he doesn't say anything. He doesn't have any voice lines for falling. That's just a guess. No, he doesn't. By the way, I confirmed this online at one point in free mode. If you cause a shockwave by landing on the ground, you will in fact ragdoll other people. I don't know if you hurt other people, you can kill them that way by just body slamming them, but that'd be pretty funny if you could. Anyways, let's get back to unlocking some stuff, I guess. Well, is there to unlock other than Rapid 99 and Horde mode things? There's Cube, of course. Or Doom Riders. Oh, I don't tell your piece don't goes like a hill. I should have done that instead of 99th Street, but we still have more stuff to do. It's just a Joe Street. We can do that. But, what was I saying? No, we just have Horde mode characters and a couple free mode characters now. And I guess we have base character because we have Horde mode characters, free mode characters, and getting Jet on things characters. I want to see if I still have my touch in graffiti. I might try those, considering how badly this went before. Nice daytime and all that. Okay. No crazy unfamiliar things here. Very green lights. I don't usually spawn here. Alright, so I don't remember what my precise strategy was last time. But it was something along these lines. It's amusing to me that actually the strongest use of profanity in JSRF is probably just a random pedestrian when you bump into them. Not anything like dramatic or like plot related or anything like that, or even like funny. Right, well, I guess it is funny, but nothing like remarkable. Yeah, I don't like that 5 cam. Just bumping into someone on the street. Okay. Let's go the Can's way. Oh, darn it. Thought I hadn't gone that one spray there. Just turn around. I'm not exactly moving at a blistering pace here. Again, I'm kind of out of my element here with not usually doing this kind of thing in the original JSRF. I just gotta spray them. Guess be able to just hold the trigger there now. Darn it! I don't think I really need those cans that much. Yeah, I should actually get that tag too, which is nice. Everything's just kind of right on getting this last tag though, I think. So I'm even on jet base right now, which I think I probably am. I hate that the whole run ends with that annoying jump there. That's good. Cool. I actually feel a little bit better about myself getting on the first try. We can add that to our list of things we got on jet on. For Yo-Yo. Joe. And just unlock some stuff before we end off here. We can also do the same for Jet Graffiti. So, this does give me a chance, or not Jet Graffiti, for race. So this does give me some chance to talk about the longer term plans of this playthrough. Maybe something a bit more interesting. Let's try. I want to see Dry Thunder. But one thing that is a little bit tricky about this game is you get to a point where progressing in the game, that is to say just unlocking stuff, entails doing lots of repetitive things that aren't that good for video content.
Oh no, I dropped my bar.
These pedestrians. Yeah. So for instance, playing as one character for a bunch of different jet times and whatnot is one thing that you would want to do to unlock certain things. And in fact, you're incentivized to do all your jet runs with one character from the beginning for that same reason. Which is not the most entertaining thing, because it's really, I would think, considered more entertaining to play as. There we go, got the timing down. To play as certain characters as time goes on, which is what I try to do generally. I'm playing as Yo-Yo here, for instance, so I can have a chance of unlocking Legend Yo-Yo, which of course would still mean doing Horde mode online with someone if I can't do it on my own, which I wouldn't expect I would. Well, if I was going to do Horde mode for the first time, actually I shouldn't be jumping here. Alright, that's not better either. Ah! You expect to grind that automatically. If you're going to do Horde mode with anyone alone for the first time, I think Yo-Yo would be a good character to do that with. I'd be pretty happy with that. I would say, gonna grind some, well, grind some pedestrians, just bump into everyone here. I don't know why those items are there. There's no good way to actually pick them up without wasting a ton of time in doing so. And awesome, these times it feels like, especially, oh, okay, that was awkward. Sometimes it feels like races are just a case of trying to figure out where to use all my boost dashes I'm accumulating. Sometimes I have a hard time doing that. But anyways, so I would like to play as different characters for these different events and the like, but it's not really ideal if you want to unlock stuff. Similarly, it's going to get to a point where I would have to, if I want to unlock more stuff, just keep replaying the same things over and over and over to do the same thing with more and more characters, which would not be ideal either. So there's gonna have to come a point where I just kind of call it off for this playthrough. But then at some point in the future, there's probably gonna be more stuff added to the game as well. So the question is, how do I handle that? My idea is probably just that I'll at some point stop playing the game when I feel it's appropriate to do so. When all that's left is just kind of grindy stuff. Excluding any grindy things I actually want to spend time grinding to unlock. And then, whoops, no rhymes for me. And then once that's done, I can just stop the playthrough and play something else, and then sometime later, maybe after the next playthrough is done, or well, whenever I finish playthrough and there's been a new update, then I can play this again briefly. I might wait for some content to accumulate actually over the course of a couple updates if I end up doing that. Also look at this. Again, I haven't managed to use all my cans. Whoops. Hello, what happened? Just going. But I can just wait until a few updates are released so there's a decent amount of stuff to do, and then I start playing this again for a little bit, and then I switch to another game again. Something like that. Kind of a weird new thing for this channel, but I can't play this game forever. Not just due to limitations in content, but limitations in entertaining to watch content. But I would of course be happy to unlock all sorts of stuff in this game, my own time permitting. And whenever this game is considered complete enough to have a 100% reward, there is indeed a 100% reward that Screen intends to add, to my understanding, and that would be a wonderful reward to have as well. But we'll worry about that when we get to it. Until then, for the time being, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this darn golden rhino at some point, which might just mean playing along with some of the people. The thing is, you have to be the person to eliminate it too. It's not just a matter of this thing appearing and you finding it. And then some other things would take forever. Like eliminating 100 assassins might take some time. This, if you're playing the game for a long time, might not be so bad actually. I'm around 1,000. Although, well, yeah, I could easily spend 10 times the amount of time I've played, 10 times the amount of time I've spent playing this game so far to get on 10,000 pedestrians if I try to get the legend characters, for instance, for each legend character. I don't know. Depending on what 100% entails, I don't know if I want to do all the things that require 100%, if that means getting jet on everything with basically every character, but if it's a bit more reasonable than that, I'd love to do that. But that's a concern for another time. The issue with this game is every single time it's time to stop playing it, I don't want to stop playing it. But it is what it is. Yeah, 6 golden rhinos, awesome. Precisely 300 noise things. So also, that is another thing to do actually at some point. We still want to take on more noise tanks so we can unlock, for instance, I think actually the only thing left to unlock, I think, from noise tanks. There's that, whatever that entails. I don't know what that's going to look like compared to the prototype, for instance. But taking out 200 more to unlock this skin, which I would love to have. But then again, but when would I use it? Because I want to mostly use Yo-Yo from now on. Maybe I will try to unlock that next or soon, the classic noise tank skin, and then I can use that to do some things like unlocking Doom Riders or Weapon 99. I'm amused that we're calling them Doom Rider instead of Writers. It makes sense. You know, they're called Doom Writers as a playable character in JSRF. I wonder if the Immortals are called Immortal or Immortals. It would make sense being just called Immortal, because they're one of the Immortals, so they're an Immortal. But it's just not what they're called in JSRF for some reason. At the same time, JSRF has a really questionable English localization, so I don't know. Maybe it's just bad translation. In any case, in fact, I'll leave myself in the noise tank to remind myself to try to remind myself to play as, to unlock the classic noise tank next time. No guarantees that'll work. A week from now. In any case, I'll see you guys next time. Curious. Anyone on? Of course there is. Beautiful. Ooh, I could just do horde mode right now if I want to unlock some stuff, but that's probably not a good idea. Shinjuku Station has multiple sections. Maybe I should take advantage though at some point of this game being a bit more popular right now since the update came out recently, so that I can just go look at the servers and hey, there are servers. But then there's also the game finding channel in the Discord too, I guess, if need be. But anyways, I don't have time to do that right now. I have some stuff to do before I go to bed. So, bye everyone.